What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. You know, very seldom in Hollywood do movie producers become ultra famous. Actors, directors, they normally get all the shine, but in the case of Marvel Studios, when you're this big and this successful, of course, Kevin Feige's become a household name, and to a lesser extent, producers like Brad Winderbaum, Nate Moore, even Trin Tran, we've come to know them as well by the end of the Infinity Saga. But as we've waded into Marvel Phase 4, the number of projects for Marvel going up, and of course people get promotions, move on to other things, brand new producers are starting to make their name now with Marvel projects, as in the case of Multiverse of Madness, Disney Plus shows like Moon Knight, and now the case for Fantastic Four. Breaking within the last 12 hours from comicbook.com, we now officially know who will be producing the film. We're going to let you know who they are, what they've already worked on for Marvel, and who won't be penning the script. I'm breaking it all down, these updates for production for the Fantastic Four reboot, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. I do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all I do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, reviews, interviews, and watch parties, to the occasional industry insider scoops, stories like we're covering today, and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That'll automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, which we are right around the corner from. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, again, this was reported late last night in an exclusive from comicbook.com, reporting that the Marvel producer team Grant Curtis and Nick Pepin will be taking on the Fantastic Four reboot. They just previously had their first producer gig on the Moon Knight Disney Plus series that just concluded. This in an interview with Jeremy Slater, who was the writer on the Moon Knight series. This is what he had to say, quote, "My execs on Moon Knight are the same guys who are running Fantastic Four, so we had a lot of talks about it. I was like, I'm not going to pitch you for anything because honestly, you don't need my stink on it." As the article goes on to point out, Slater was actually the first draft writer for Josh Trank's Fantastic Four movie, but to be very fair, his draft had almost nothing to do with the final version of the film, and in fact, as he points out, he only got one line in, quote, "I don't think the original Fantastic Four movie was per se my fault, because I have one line of dialogue in that movie when Reed is about to do his science experiment as a kid, and he's like, 'Don't blow up.' I think that's the one line that held over for my script. Everything else was changed. So I don't take a lot of ownership over it. But I also know the optics. If they announce, hey, we're doing a Fantastic Four movie, and all of Twitter goes, yay, and they're like, yeah, the guy who wrote the last one's doing it again, all of Twitter goes, you idiots." This is actually hilarious. This is Jeremy Slater pointing the finger at himself, even though he admits he really had nothing to do with that final script. He goes on to say Grant and Nick are amazing executives. They're going to find brilliant writers and brilliant directors, and they don't need my stink anywhere near that project. I can't wait to see it as a fan, but I just know that no one will ever accept a Jeremy Slater Fantastic Four movie for a good reason. If your Uber driver shows up and they're like, "Oh, I saw that guy drunk driving last week," you don't get in a car with them. And I think there's some things I just probably need to steer clear for the rest of my career. Jeremy, you sound like the most awesome dude in the world, man. The fact that you are this self-deprecating and this candid in an interview about the Fantastic Four movie, even though really it's not your fault, I can appreciate that from the outside looking in. I think the rest of the fandom can too, and that's hilarious that you're just this on the nose about the project. So he will not be writing this script. I think it's also important to note that this news coming out the way it has after we've had literally a new director update about this film every single day for the last 5 days straight, and only 10 or 11 days ago, John Watts, the director on the Spider-Man trilogy, if you somehow haven't heard this yet, if you watch my channel, of course you've seen it in a million places, he just left the project. So there's obviously a lot going on in a confluence for pre-production over on Fantastic Four, and what you definitely want is the team that's working on the project to be in lockstep. So if they did just bring these producers on, I'm not sure how long they've been involved or if this was just allowed to be reported, because comicbook.com does say in the article that they're allowed to reveal. So maybe they've known this for quite a while. Maybe they just have a different idea and feel for the project. They want to bring on a director that's more in lockstep with what they want to do as a team. I think that the Moon Knight Disney Plus series was the closest TV show from Marvel Studios that we've gotten that resembles anything like the films. So the fact that they worked on a Disney Plus show and it was Moon Knight actually doesn't bother me. I think that, you know, there's a lot of producers who are doing both over from Marvel Studios, even though they've tried to make an indelible line of demarcation. You've got people who were working for Marvel Studios in the movie capacity now heading up specific things at Disney Plus. Marvel is Marvel. The Moon Knight shows, minus some of the CGI problems, did have sort of that big feel and definitely had the quality of a Marvel Studios silver screen production. This announcement, as far as these executives being new, I wouldn't worry about that either. Marvel's resources and team make it, even if you were a brand new producer, if you knew the sort of film you wanted to make, they have the resources for you to do it. And I think a lot of Marvel fans are going to be relieved that Marvel Studios isn't going to pull a Fox and give the same guy who ruined Dark Phoenix the first time another shot to ruin Dark Phoenix and then wonder why both movies bombed. As far as questions you guys have been asking, when is this being released? 2024 for me is the most likely opportunity for them to release this with the unreleased dates that they still have here, and I don't expect any official announcements for Marvel Studios at all until the end of the year. That's their normal MO. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait just a bit for the official cast introduction, the announcement for a director, but when they finally do, they should have all their ducks in a row. We should find out a ton about this project, including that release date. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. Quickly, let's jump into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s all the way up to 1 million subscribers every 20,000. The next one's at 960, which is right around the corner. We're easily going to hit that by month's end, literally, if not by week's end. So if you want to be entered to win or for any of the other giveaways here at the channel, it's super simple. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos. I never reach out in the comments or via WhatsApp. That's hitting the entire YouTube platform right now, so please be vigilant. If you want to be entered to win, again, all you have to do, comment on the videos. I announce the winner once we hit one in the video, and then I verify your account. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And if you like today's video or the content of the channel, want to support me as a content creator, any of those, hit the like button. You don't have to, but I'd appreciate it. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, any platform you listen to original music under, all fires. And while I'd sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.